across the United States, an unstoppable invasion is underway. Wild boars, scientifically known as suscrofa, have spread from forest to farmlands, tearing through ecosystems and leaving behind a path of destruction. They destroy crops, uproot soil, and even attack livestock, causing billions in damage every year. What started as a small introduction centuries ago has now become one of the greatest ecological challenges in American history. These animals were first brought to the Americas by European settlers as a food source, but some escaped into the wild and thrived. Over time, they interbred with domestic pigs, creating hybrid populations that are stronger, smarter, and far more adaptable than their ancestors. Today, wild boars have conquered nearly every corner of the country, thriving in conditions that would break most animals. Their ability to survive in extreme climates is astonishing. They can endure the frozen tundra of the north and the blistering heat of the south. They shelter underground, wallow in mud to stay cool, and feed on nearly anything they can find. Roots, fruits, worms, carrion, and even small animals. Nothing escapes their appetite. This adaptability allows them to live almost anywhere, from dense forests to suburban neighborhoods. But what truly makes them dangerous is their explosive rate of reproduction. A female boar can become pregnant at only 6 months of age and give birth twice a year, with up to 12 piglets per litter. With no significant natural predators and abundant food, their population can double within months. In 1980, wild boars were found in just 18 U.S. states. Today, they roam freely through more than 35, numbering nearly 9 million nationwide. Their impact is devastating. Farmers lose crops overnight. Fields are torn apart like battlefields, and entire ecosystems are thrown off balance. Wild boars also spread diseases that threaten livestock and wildlife alike. The U.S. economy loses over $2.5 billion annually to their destruction. As humans expand farms and cities, they unknowingly create new opportunities for boars to spread. The question arises, who is invading whom? To stop them, people across the country have turned to an age-old solution: hunting. Armed with rifles and scopes, hunters venture into the wild in search of these elusive invaders. They move quietly through brush and grass, tracking the deep hoof prints and soil disturbances that reveal the boar's path. Every hunt demands precision and patience. When a target appears, the hunter steadies her aim and waits for the perfect moment. One wrong move, one sound too loud, and the animal vanishes into shadows. Their thick hides make them incredibly resilient, sometimes surviving shots that would fell larger creatures. When hunts are conducted in groups, radios keep communication constant, and drones help track herds from above, transforming the process into a tactical mission rather than simple sport. For others, bow hunting offers an even greater challenge. Hunters set up bait, climb into tree stands, and wait in absolute silence. boar steps into range, a single arrow must find its mark, swift, precise, and deadly. A missed shot means a long and difficult chase. Bow hunting demands patience, skill, and complete focus, making it one of the most respected forms of control. Meanwhile, for large-scale infestations, aerial hunting by helicopter provides a fast but costly solution. Marksmen equipped with semi-automatic rifles take aim from above, eliminating entire sounders across vast farmlands. Each flight costs thousands of dollars, but for ranchers losing hundreds of acres, it's sometimes the only option. Yet, the method remains controversial due to safety risks and the potential for non-lethal wounds. Trapping has become one of the most effective strategies for containing wild boar populations. Farmers set large steel cages, equipped with cameras and remote-control gates. Food is placed inside to lure the animals, and once the entire herd enters, a single command from a smartphone triggers the door to close. By morning, dozens of boars may be captured alive. This method requires patience and investment, but yields impressive results. A single trap can remove up to 30 animals at once, helping farmers protect their crops without endangering other wildlife. However, poisons remain largely banned because they risk harming livestock and native species. Despite their destructive nature, wild boars have also sparked unexpected opportunities. Their meat is lean, flavorful, and highly sought after in gourmet cooking. In some regions, wild boar farming has become a profitable business, turning a dangerous pest into an economic asset. With proper regulation, these animals could become a valuable source of meat, hides, and other products, reducing pressure on wild populations. But this idea remains controversial, as the risk of escape and disease could worsen the very problem it aims to solve. The war against wild boars is far from over. They are intelligent, relentless, and perfectly adapted to survive in human-dominated environments. Each night, they emerge in the shadows, foraging and expanding their territory. Farmers rebuild fences, hunters reload rifles, and scientists search for better solutions. But the invaders continue to multiply. This conflict is more than a struggle for land. It is a test of coexistence between humans and nature. Whether America can reclaim control or must learn to live alongside these resilient creatures remains uncertain. One thing, however, is clear. The wild boar is here to stay, and the battle for balance has only just begun.